spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davidson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. What we expected, this crowd ready to make its presence known. Holden finds his man on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, when you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Bringing the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Gives it on the option. Oh, loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And, man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for it.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They go to the ground. Shoots his way for more. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Oh, they're after him. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but their defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and go get them tackled to the ground.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Just keep slinging it. Touchdown, Clemson! Quick strike through the air for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wilson to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Bites off the defender. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The Wolfpack line up facing third and approximately half a mile. He's got it again. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Made a defender miss. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Here they're trying to get to the edge. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Pressure coming. On the run, fires downfield. He makes a catch. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, lost the throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Under fire. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. Finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Using his legs, it's Haynes. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down.
Check. White 94 slide. Black 14. Black 14.
Goes to the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short.
Blue 22.
Quarterback may change this route. Wilson will throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Here's the give off the left side. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he got loose. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Couldn't pick it up on 2nd down. Now they need a couple on 3rd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle and Smothers. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Wilson to pass. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Drives the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rodgers. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Grimes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll try to get outside. Fighting off the defender. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wilson will throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. He might want another play. On third down, going up top. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This guy is such a weapon for this offense, especially down in the red area, because of his speed and his size. He's a nice target right there on the post. You see him. It's just really hard to box him out and prevent him from catching the football. Good decision by the QB, and it results in a touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Davidson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. from the 15. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Buying some time. Snatches it on the run. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And Clemson might just be rolling out another dude at quarterback. They've had 3 guys throw for more than 10,000 yards, including the great Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, and it feels like every year you're going, okay, yeah, that guy, he's next. He's next in line to be that dude because they do a good job with their QBs and finding them, recruiting them, and then developing them and really using their skill sets great. That's why Clemson had that stretch of such dominance in college football.
Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Gets it out fast. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Ernie on the Jets. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looking to throw on 3rd. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime. Running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Tigers will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Hendrickson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And I love it when they slip into the fullback. He's a guy that, blocks a lot, so always in the box blocking, and then you sneak him by those linebackers and try to give him a touch or two to get some positive yards.
NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wilson to pass. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a second and long.
Here we go.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down.
Black 18. Black 18.
Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They'll start this drive with a pass. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for room. It's Haynes. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll do it himself on the draw. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Wilson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need...
Oh, a lot of space. Bulldozes his way through. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Got it behind the line. It's Randall. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the ground game. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wilson to pass. Going up top. Makes a catch on the left. It's a seam wide open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Randall. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Good timing on the quick out. Oh, he's got some space. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wilson will throw. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him and make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run the option. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Snagged in the middle, it's Rodgers. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his back in the middle. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Wilson to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in this situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage, found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Oregon State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. That's caught, it's Williams. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Clemson set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack. But you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Safe completion on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continue.
Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Clemson! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Wilson will throw. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keep it on the ground.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back, put the pressure on their own defense.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat.